Everyone, my name is Timothy Lee Grant. So today we are going to be continuing our project to learn as many back-end software engineering skills as we can. Last video we were trying to get Swagger to work, but it wasn't working. So today we are going to continue to try to learn what Swagger is, how it works, and see if we can figure out how to fix our errors. I still don't even know what our errors were. All I knew is that I was trying to get the Swagger documentation, and it was showing that I have no endpoints, which isn't quite what we were hoping for. So I'm going to minimize myself here, and we can take a look and see if we find anything out. Okay, so I'm just going to go let's try to understand what is Swagger? I'm going to try to figure this out about what are the required things that I need. Maybe I'm missing something required. Okay, so it documents my API endpoints. Great. Generates a living test interface. So this is what is not working. Supports collaboration between front-end and back-end teams by showing clearly how the API should behave, enabling tools. Okay, whatever. I don't care about that. Let's see. Give me the most basic implementation of Swagger in Node.js with Express. Okay. I'm trying to figure out what is the minimum that I need to get this going. Okay, I believe I've already done this. Let me just try it one more time. Should just be able to, should be good. Okay. Everything is up to date. Yep, so I already did it. Index.js. I am using this server.js, but that shouldn't matter. Okay. So import Express. Yeah, I have Express. Swagger UI. So Swagger UI Express. Swagger UI Express, okay. Swagger JS doc. Swagger JS doc and is here. Okay. Create the app. Yep, that's normal. Now we have this setup right here. Okay. So, do I need to do this Swagger JSON doc? Like that, and then pass it in as a node-mon server.js. Ooh, well, it's crashing, so that's awesome. Let me take this away and see if it works. Darn, it did work. Okay. Wait, why would it crash? That didn't make any sense. Hold on. Swagger here and here. It should work. Why does it not like it? Missing or invalid options, Swagger definition. Okay, let's take this and copy this, paste it in there, and then copy this and paste it in here as well. Okay. So your code is attempting to invoke this, but the variable doesn't exist in the scope. Let's clean things up. So now it just took it away for some reason. Const swagger dot, and then, oh, okay. Which is exactly what I did here. Okay, so that should work. Darn. That sucks. I thought I was onto something, but I wasn't. Okay, anyways, let's go back up to here. Do I need to do that app.use? Oh, I already have it. API docs, swagger, serve. Let me just copy and paste this to make sure I have it right. Okay. Now if I come here and refresh it, it's still gonna show nothing. So that's awesome. Okay, and then we have these comments with an @ sign for some reason. And that's it. And that's it. Awesome. Okay. So yeah, for some reason this just doesn't work. I'm thinking maybe it has to do with my routes. I don't know. I don't know. APIs. Let me just see, what if I have multiple pages that have the routes and the APIs? Because I'm thinking I need to add, this is like a list, right? So I'm guessing that I add like this, and then what if it's like on, okay. Wait, hold on, actually I can answer it from here. Come up here, I can just add like this specific one, right? I can go like this. Oops. I don't know if I can actually do this or not, but server.js, can I go like that? Does it work? And then do some little thing here, like come here and then do this, like this, swagger, and then, I don't know, index, this, get, I don't know, like that. So it should work, right? Okay, so what did we just learn? I think it has something to do, like so it's not on Swagger's end that things are going awry. We did kind of set it up correctly. It must be something to do with in here. So this is kind of my method for troubleshooting things, is just try to find something that works, and then from that something kind of like weasel in and find how to fix all of the problems, right? First, you need to just get something to work. So, okay, something finally worked. Now the next step is, okay, well, let's get why is the other stuff not working? Okay. index here. What if I just called it like that? Let me just see. Okay. I want to see if this is like mapped to anything. Okay, well it didn't like give an error. So this word here doesn't necessarily have to be that word right there, which is what I was trying to figure out. Okay. So now let's come back here. Okay. This. So where am I right now? I'm here. So from this, from where I currently am, I want to go into source. Oh. Hold on a second. SRC. Then into routes. And then match everything that has that .js. Hold on a second. Let's press this. Ha! Got it. Okay. Oh, I feel a little bit stupid for that one. Well. Okay, fine. Yeah, that was a silly little mistake on my part. That was I should have caught that. That took about an hour. How long was my video yesterday? Hold on a second. What did YouTube channel? Hold on, let's check this out. So it was this video that I posted. 44 minutes. It took 44 minutes. Oops. Come on. Okay. Took 44 minutes. And that was the problem. All right. Well, there's that. Okay. Well, oops. Fine. All right. So let's so we got it to work. Now let's kind of like look at it and explore. What's this doing? I don't know. All right. So we have. Okay. Let's come here to this one, which is what, like all users. And now all users is not one of these. Okay, let me just go and find one that is one of them. Why is it not? Why is it not here? Users, all users. Submit Mongo. Okay, so submit Mongo. This one is here. This one is not. Okay. So I have the Swagger. I have users. Submit Mongo. Okay. So I need to write all of this. So it seems like the advantage to Swagger is that it just allows me to write comments to be able to tell other people how they're supposed to interact with my software, with my API endpoints. Maybe there's other functionality that the Swagger allows me to interact with. So let's see, post here, parameters, example values. Where does its name string? Where are we getting this? Name string. Okay, so here, properties, Schema, application. Ay, man. Try it out. What's to try it out? Execute. What's going on here? I'm able to like send things to this. Oh, interesting. Age. Okay, like this. Company. I don't know. This. I'm able to actually send things. Person. 1, 2, 3, and then execute. Okay, so I'm actually that's pretty cool. I'm able to send things directly to this like submit Mongo endpoint. Huh, that's actually extremely helpful. Okay, I thought that this was going to be just kind of like something that I was going to integrate into it because I need to learn how to do it. But actually, this is really helpful and it might actually benefit this project. Wow, okay. So what else do I need to do? Where does this actually come from? Like, okay, so when creating those comments for Swagger, what do I need to fill out? Are those keywords? Yeah. Okay, so Swagger comments using the open API specification are written in a structured way using specific keywords, yep, that Swagger understands, almost like writing a blueprint for your API. These keywords aren't just for style. They tell tools like Swagger, JS Doc exactly how to render the described endpoints, okay? All right, so Swagger, I need to figure out what this little, I've seen it in whatever, like JavaScript, or no, this is JavaScript. Java, I mean, and then I saw it in Python, but I know it means like giving information to the compiler or something like that. What, I think it's called decorators. What is this? And what does it do? I think it's called decorators and it gives information to the compiler, but I need to figure, although Python doesn't have a compiler. Anyways, that's one of the questions. Let's look at this first. So here's my endpoint, okay, and then I have this get, and then I can describe the entire body, which is what? The request body. This is what I want the request to have. So I'm describing the body that is required for this request because it's a post request. So I'm letting the user know, like, oh, for this post endpoint, the submit Mongo, you need the body to have these parameters. Okay. And what do? We say, okay, well, is a body required? Yes, it is. Okay, what content is in the body? So application.j, or what's that? Huh? What does this describe? Okay. Schema. Okay. Schema type object. Properties. Okay, so name, and it's a string. Age, and it's a number. I get that. That's okay, but schema. What schema? Schema of the JSON. Responses, this is what I can be sending back, like what responses you might get back. Okay. Summary, brief title of the endpoint, description, detailed explanation. Okay. Parameters, all info about query path header parameters. Okay, so request body schema for the JSON body responses. Okay. Let's put this in here, figure out what these are. So what is this? @swagger is a special tag used in JS doc style comments to tell Swagger JS doc that the following comment block contains open API documentation. Basically, when you write that you're saying, hey Swagger, this is an endpoint that you should document. So I'm just this is a MIME. What is MIME? Mechanical, industrial. Wait, what did that? Hold on. What was that acronym? I know it's MIME, but I believe it's mechanical, industrial, something engineering. But I forgot what the second M stands for. AKA media type. Okay, whatever. That tells Swagger and your API consumers the data being sent or expected is in JSON format. But what application? I don't know. What are other @ things that I can do in JavaScript? Are they the same things that I saw in Python and Java? Then I'm going to try to actually start writing some of the other endpoints, endpoint documentations with Swagger, and see if I can get that to show up and get stuff working. All right. JavaScript's use of the @ has grown over time. And while it's not baked into the language as it is in Python for decorators or Java for annotations, okay, it's gained traction, especially with modern tooling. Here's a breakdown. Okay, so it's not the same as in Python or Java. So JS doc and annotations. Okay, what is JS doc? What is this? It's used in comments to document functions, classes, and types, okay? Not interpreted by JavaScript itself, but used by IDEs and tools like TypeScript or Swagger, okay? Add two numbers. So we have this function here, okay, that adds two numbers and returns a number. So parameter with the name A is a number. The other parameter is a number and it's called B, and it returns a number. So it's okay. Decorators adds metadata or behavior to classes and class members. Still a proposal in JavaScript, but usable via tools like Babel or TypeScript, okay? Whatever. Python's decorator syntax modifies the function or classes, often wrapping logic. Java's annotation syntax adds metadata by the compiler. And frameworks, JavaScript's decorators are conceptually similar to both, especially for classes, but they're not standard yet and must be transpi. I don't know, whatever. JSDoc is a documentation tool for JavaScript that lets you describe your code using specially formatted comments. Think of it as JavaScript's version of Java docs or Python's doc strings. Okay. Well, I don't know what either one of those things are, so it's not very helpful. It just describes the it just describes the function, I guess. I don't know. It's fine. All right, why is this one not working though? Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do a whole bunch of comments, right? Okay. Whoops. Well. Okay. It commented out Swagger, but when I copy and paste your one in my other files, the Swagger is not commented out. That extra leading here on the first line is what signals a JavaScript doc style comment. And oh, okay, well let's add a well, there we go. Okay. And I don't even think I need this anymore. I don't know, it's having a problem. It doesn't like this. Does it like this? No. I don't know. Whatever. Okay. Well, let me just copy and paste all of this here. There. Does it get an error? So that's fine. Let me just delete you. So that's fine. Okay. Okay. And now I want to say what endpoint we're at. Okay. Get. Summary. Okay. To, I don't know, testing to, this was built when I was first learning to use Node.js and Express. Okay. So now responses 200 is okay. So this should be good, but it's crashing. So there's something wrong. Both the indentation and style formatting is slightly off, which uses, well, I have that there on its own line after here, which it is, yeah. Indentation should be 2 spaces per level, but it was, when I did this, it didn't crash, right? Yeah, that worked. Let me come here and see if I can see this one. So no, I can't see it. Just copy and paste this one. Okay, so it has to be something about the indentation. I don't know. Okay, like this. And then we tell it that this get oops, basic description. Okay, let's see if it is still there. Okay. All right, well, thing is, we were able to figure out our problem. We were able to get other endpoints up. We were also able to create a brand new one, which is this one right here. So we accomplished 3 things in this video. I'm going to call it a success today. And then in tomorrow's video, I guess I will try to write one that does a post request. Specifically, I actually think it would be really helpful to have one on that one that we were continually, like this one, the submit people. I already have one here. I guess it's right there, right? Oh, okay, whatever. I was looking at the submit Mongo earlier in this video, but we can do the try it out and okay, so maybe in my next video I can start working on how to retrieve data from a database and then create a Swagger endpoint or Swagger documentation to be able to communicate with that, so we don't need to keep loading the web page. Okay. Well, cool. I think we did 3 things today. That's fine. I don't need to do more. And yeah, so that's where we are today. That's where we will be going tomorrow, and I will see you in that video. If you're interested, subscribe, and I hope everyone has a wonderful rest of the day. Goodbye.